I'm Ken Greenwood. I've been associated with the NatureWorks organization since its inception, and I'll have to say this, it's been a wonderful ride to see it mature and see it become one of the top wildlife art shows in the United States.
I'm Treek Tasker. I'm the current Vice President of NatureWorks, and I've been involved with the organization for probably 12 years. I've enjoyed my affiliation. It's a very worthwhile organization. We're most noted for the bronzes that you see around town, but there's a lot more things that we do.
I'm John Cowan. I'm on the NatureWorks board, and I'm currently the Monuments Chairman for NatureWorks. I've been involved in NatureWorks about 10 or 11 years now, I think, since I've been on the board.
NatureWorks started in 1989, and it had been going for a year or so under the auspices of Ducks Unlimited, and then they weren't satisfied with the idea of an art show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, so a group of us got together and said, well, let's do an art show, and we started out knowing virtually nothing about how you put on an art show, but we had two really goals in mind. One was to produce a good first-class art show for the people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, something the community could really be proud of. And the second idea was that we wanted to be an all-volunteer organization. And through the years, it's been pretty narrowly focused, and it has managed to produce what is today considered to be one of the finest, if not the finest, wildlife art show any place in the United States.
Some of the programs that we are involved with that people may not know about is we get involved in many of the wetland projects in northeast Oklahoma. We've been involved with Sutton, out of Bartlesville. We've been monitoring eagles, and we're also able to follow young eagles for the first time during the first and second year, and monitoring them as they come back to nest once a year. For years, we've funded the Oklahoma State Duck Stamp. We also provide funds for the annual distribution of the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife magazine that's provided to all the schools for the youth around the state.
The thing we're best known probably for are the sculptures that we started out with when Harold Stewart put the first sculpture into existence, and he wanted it at Gilcrease Museum. And not many people know that there is a sculpted bear behind the Gilcrease Museum, but a lot of people do go down into the park and see it. Most of these sculptures are along Riverside Drive, and many people comment to us how much they appreciate them, and the fact that when they have visitors from out of town, they'll take those visitors on a tour.
The monument we did for 2011 was called Shinnery Oak Bob White. Shinnery Oak is kind of a scrub brush oak tree that's native mostly to western Oklahoma, and the Shinnery Oak Bob White is kind of the technical name of what the Bob White quail is. And so this piece can be seen on 52nd and Yale at LaFortune Park. We give our monuments to whoever it is. It's a gift. No one is paying for those monuments. And a very interesting part of NatureWorks, I think, and something that we're very proud of, is our 30-member board is it. We don't have any paid staff at NatureWorks. We don't get any subsidies or any contributions from anybody but private citizens that share our love for supporting wildlife conservation. And certainly would like anybody that has any questions about NatureWorks to look us up on the website and give one of us a call. We'd like to get more people involved, and we're always looking for help raising money to support wildlife.
One of the things that is in the mission statement that has always been sort of unspoken but very important to most of our members is the educational work that we do with the money that we raise. For several years now, we've had a nice arrangement with the University of Tulsa, and we provided them with $10,000 every year for scholarships.
We are pretty proud of the fact that we are a complete 100% volunteer organization with no paid employees. and you know, all about beautifying the city and promoting wildlife art and student involvement and a better awareness of our surrounding.